on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On two, ready? 1st and 10. Here we go. They go play action for Burrow. He's going to test this secondary right away. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. Oh, man, what a start to this one, Greg. Right out of the gate, first play of the game. A big ball downfield for the touchdown.
I don't even think the fans have settled into their seats, Mike. I mean, you talk about a fast start. There was no settling into this one. This play caller wanted to attack early, and boy, did he ever.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This is short kick, returnable from the 13. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. On play action, it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Sam Hubbard, former Buckeye, in there to bring him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. First carry here for Kyron Williams. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. And the shotgun, it's Stafford. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Bengals have got him.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
2nd down, Burrow. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score! 80 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air. But the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around. execution was just a little bit off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action, Stafford. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jermaine Pratt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
11. Here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. A carry here for Brown.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
1-1, ready?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
11, Tommy.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throw right side, hauled in by Cup. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face 2nd down and 7. 42. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. 2nd down, it's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Take a shot. Downfield, looking for Cup. And he will score! Cooper Cup, touchdown Los Angeles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line. A first down throw for Burrow. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Quentin Lake.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
On first and 10, Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Here's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver.
set up second and goal.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw for Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. Right back to Williams. They connect again.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. He pulls it in around the 5. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That is caught, trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but...
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it.
Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it.
You give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he'll take it on in. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. They'll throw out of the gun. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. On the give, it's Williams. Williams, 1st down, and he's not done. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. And I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And a great job here by the defense, being strong up inside, forcing the ball carrier to have to bounce this out towards the sideline, and he can't get the corner, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He's going to look for the home run ball. Inside the 30. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Play action now. It's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2. Down to the 2. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's going to be taken down. Could not get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over. Stopped on 4th and goal. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A give, and here comes Williams. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A 1st down throw for Stafford. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Stafford now on 3rd down. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And now it's 4th down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Stafford. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is 1st down and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he may have come back a little bit, and now it is 3rd and goal. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
That is brought in. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On second down, here's Stafford. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? From the gun, here's Stafford. It's complete. He's got Cup. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
This one is caught by Robinson. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And the timeout comes. The whistle blows with 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Here we go. 1st and goal. One last throw here for Stafford. And this is a touchdown! They have tied it on the final play. An extra point now to win the game.
Unbelievable, Mike. I mean, what a game. What a finish. They knew they had to have the touchdown, and they got it. And now they are an extra point away from winning this game.
So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position.
It's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics drier than the prepare for collision. Than the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. In motion, Aguilar. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 49 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Roquan Smith. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. Henry again on second down. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And this is caught. And hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Running again with Barkley on second down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
One of the most insane plays that we have ever seen in football history, performed by Saquon Barkley, is now added to Madden 25, and I'm going to show you exactly how to trigger this beautiful spin hurdle. So I have directions straight from EA, and it says to trigger the spin hurdle, the ball carrier must be Saquon Barkley. The defender must be incoming from a 45-degree angle in front of the ball carrier. The defender must be within a close proximity of the ball carrier, and the user must press the hurdle button with the right timing. So you see right up.
There's a 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is met. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry.
Into space at the 45.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
To throw again is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From the gun, Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson will throw again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry from a yard out.
And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. Now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready.
Lose myself up in those.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 55 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They're going to run it with Barkley, and he'll wind up short of the goal line, so they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left. The 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's a nice move. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Owe so quick. And he gets to him there behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Hurts. end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Inside handoff, Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll go down at the 28. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Off tackle left with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This
been hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Returnable here from the 38. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Like damn, why I get a like urn? I'ma drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like why, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf from the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like gold. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it. And I'm going no brain, going dumb. With these hundreds in my thumb, got stank. Out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in a set of dying them streets. To the boy alley hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mine, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve, bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt. Off tops, wonder where I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 in a so silly. Yeah, 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 yeah. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little ratchet. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Well, you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got his all crack when the boy won't learn. Big wrapped up shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. And I love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yeah.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from Baltimore. Deontay Hardy to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. First play of the game and already an incredible catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Just one play into this drive and they're already sitting on their own 45. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on first. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Offense in the hurry up here. Turning to Henry on third. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Henry on second. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it, 1st and goal. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
On to handle the kickoff. Damian Pierce now to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'd really break the backs of the defense.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. First down from the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
From the gun, Stroud. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Shotgun now for Stroud. They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Another run for Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's going deep this time. Oh, it's an interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Stroud off the play fake. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Touchdown, Houston! The Texans parlay the interception into points. So now the Texans decide not to pull the offense. They're not kicking. They're going for 2. And he makes the catch, and just like that, we're right back even at 8 apiece. off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Spins out, avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. Has room down the left sideline. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only one.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my sons, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle, put my heart in a case.
Type of shit is my problem. This type of shit, bitches. Type of shit is problem. That's just when problem. That's just when problem. That's just when problem.
No! It can't be! No! 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 It can't be! No! No!
I wanna kiss you, but if I do, then I might miss you, babe.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what's in here?
I don't care. Don't tell me.
No, I'm going to tell you. 2 ingredients. Sweet potato and eggs.
Fabulous. Spectacular.
Freeze! Time to switch gears. Use your hands to make elephant ears. Freeze! Time to switch gears. Use your hands to make elephant ears. Freeze! Time to switch gears.
If I miss this.
And then she said,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I gotta tell my bestie, someone call my bestie. Think I found my bestie, link up, make the check bleed. You know that I'm smoking dope, I'll be high till next week. No, I had to let her go, cause she can't arrest me. I gotta tell my bestie, someone call my bestie. Think I found my bestie, link up, make the check bleed. You know that I'm smoking dope, I'll be high till next week. No, I had to let her go.
We have
Shit's a common ocean, perpetual emotion. But I don't need the comfort of any lie. Shit's a common.
If you're a toy, then you're in love. It's okay, don't be afraid to die. If you're a me, no, you ran into me. You ran into me because I wasn't even running. Move! Stop. Just no, you ran into me. You ran into me because I wasn't even running. Move! Stop. Just Monday is Tuesday.
I know you freaking lying. I know you freaking lying about to break my mirror.
You only care about your dumb mirror? You care about your dumb mirror?
No, I don't.
Why are you talking? You have children.
I do.
Like, what the freak?
I care about y'all.
You care about this? You care about this? Stop caring about
All right, I care about y'all. Y'all okay, honey? Freaking enough.
I will never see the rise.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No,
I wanna try to feed the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Show some fight.
Again, the miss by Boston.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
And the shot goes. Mobley's got 56 in the game.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 13 in the second half. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
And Minnesota making a change here. Henderson's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Lewis has checked in for Vassell. And both free throws good for Mobley. Here's Lewis. He has 7. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Brown. And Henderson comes to help. The 3. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, and after making just 1 triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half.
Here's Mobley. Boston with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to Lewis.
some 2K TV Interactive.
And remember, all interactives in this special episode are presented by Hotels.com.
A team in a playoff series has a potential of playing 16 total